Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Back on the bike build today, doing a couple of bits. Quite a few bits I'm going to do today. Yesterday we got the engine pretty much back together. I might try and see if there's a few last bits that I can get on. I possibly might have enough parts to do maybe even a compression test on the engine. That would be great today. Also, I've got some new ultrasonic solution, supposed to be a better one, also more concentration this time. So we're going to give these carbs another clean, and let's see if we can get the carbs how I want them to be. So I'm going to quickly show you guys some of the products that I'm going to be using, and also I'll put a link as well in the description to these cleaner products as well as the ultrasonic cleaner if anybody's interested in get one. I know where I got it from. So yeah, let's dive straight into it. Alright guys, so this is where we are with the engine yesterday. So the engine is coming up a treat. So nearly done. There's a couple of things today. I need to put the water pump on. I need to put the bolt underneath the drainage, the oil drain bolt. I got a new bolt and washer for that to put on there. I think that's the main things, and we may be able to do a compression test on this today. So hopefully, yeah, we can do that. So now moving on, ultrasonic cleaner. I've got it outside this time, so you guys can see the same machine I was using the last time. And the solution I'm going to be using is this just came last night. This is the product if anyone wants to know. So it says oxidation removal, for removing oxidation from metals including iron, copper. It did also mention about rust as well. Yes, here you can see removes oxidation and rust from metals. So this one says you can concentrate up to 10 parts. I am actually doing it 1-to-1, so I've got about 3 liters in there and about 3 liters of water. So I'm going quite strong with this, 1-to-1, and I'm going to dip these in. So I'm just going to show you guys ones I did the last time with the other solution. The inside has come out fairly decent, but you can see so much oxidation on this, and just caked on stuff. A lot of this stuff actually comes off when I brush it, but I just want to see what this does for me. So I think this is one of the ones that I did before, so I'll put that in there. This one here is one that hasn't been touched at all, so you can see the state. So this is a good one for reference. So we do have some surface rust in here, so let's see how this one comes out. You can see this rusty part here, and I haven't taken this off, which I will do, but let's just see what happens with it on as it is. So we'll stick these two in there first, and I'll probably put a couple of little bits like some springs or something that can go in there at the same time. So let's leave that like that, and yeah, let's see how we get on. So I'll put a couple of other bits in there. Also, I'm going to put this old rusty boy in there. Let's see if this comes up any better. I think that will be it for now. Let's put the lid on, and let's I'm going to give it 20-minute cycle in there at about 70 degrees. So it's 70 degrees. I'm going to go 20 minutes. And we're going turbo. Alright guys, so here's our water pump that I restored. So what I've got to do is now put in a new O-ring here and also a new one here. So these are the new parts. Alright guys, so this cycle is done. Let's have a look. Alright, so let's go. Okay. So this one's still got some rust here, but I think this is probably going to end up on the wire wheel. But it definitely does look a lot better in the parts that are where the rust has cleaned up. So I think we're a bit more promising on this one. Quite a bit of the rust has come off this as well. Let's have a look at the carb itself. There is some tougher rust here. Inside looks really clean. This area here doesn't look a lot has happened here though. But I did expect that this is going to go through a few cycles in here. Again, these do need to get a rinse down. I think a lot of the bits will come off once I've rinsed it down. I'm probably going to get a stiff wire brush and actually agitate some of this stuff. But definitely looking better around the jets than it did before. Let's see what else we got in here. Okay, so we've got a couple of springs in here. A couple of springs that have come up quite nice. The springs have come out quite nice. Let's see what we got. We got these bits for this valves. So a lot of this stuff's coming off when I wipe it. But it's definitely going to go back in anyway. It probably needs a couple of rounds. And there's another one here as well, which is slightly bent, so we're gonna have to straighten that out. This one here, not sure if I did that while I was trying to get them out. Probably did, yeah. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit a wire brush on some of these, and then I'm gonna put them back in. So what I've done is I've just hit a Dremel on this and just taken off that sort of thicker rust of it. I'm gonna put that back in as well for a cycle. Also, I passed the Dremel around some of these bits as well, and it's just come off so easily. So a lot of that stuff just came off. I really just needed to just give it a good clean and hose it down. So I'm going to stick these in again, and I expect this second round that it should come out really good. So I just sprayed this with some brake cleaner, and already it's just come up so good already. So yeah, let's give this another round. So we are definitely getting there. As I wipe this off, you can see all this dark marks coming off now. It's just falling off. Give that a rinse. Looking much better in here as well. The guy again, looking so much better. I'm so happy that we were able to save these carbs. See what else we got in there. Put these bits in there as well. So much better. Definitely save this now. Happy days. Right, so I'm going to put the other two carbs in now, and I'm going to clean these up with some parts cleaner and rinse them out. Right guys, so these are two of the carbs, what they're looking like now after a good clean up. You guys can see these are so much better than they were. These old rusty things. Cleaned out the jetways as well with some carb cleaner. Everything seems to be flowing nicely. So I think these are pretty much good to go.
But what I'm probably going to end up is giving it one more go, just to try and get a little bit more of the oxidation off. I'll hit it with the Dremel wire brush, and just get those last little nooks and crannies free, and then I'll put it through the clean ultrasonic cleaner one more time with some clean solution. But yeah, this one's, again, it's a little bit some rust around there. I need to hit the Dremel in there to loosen it up. But everything internally seems to be good. I just want it to look a bit better cosmetically. But overall, I'm quite happy. So look at what these parts are looking like. These carbs have come up so good. I'm so happy. So all that green slimy stuff is rust remover. What I've done is, anywhere there's been a bit of rust, especially on these bits, or anywhere I've seen a little bit of rust, I've just put some of this on it to let it, give it half an hour. Then I'll clean them all up, and then I'm going to put them back in again. And I think that'll be good after that. So I've just got a few little of the small pieces in the ultrasonic at the moment. But these main sort of bodies, they've come out really good. And as I said, I'll deal with the rest of it with the Dremel and some hand polish, and I'll try and get this metal back as nice as I can get it. But it is really looking good.
Alright guys, while those parts are cleaning, I'm going to turn my attention to the frame. So the frame has been painted, as well as the subframe. So now I can put these back together. I did clean and polish up these bolts. I'm not sure if I should just keep them this color or whether I should paint them. I can paint them up once they're on there, but for now I'm going to leave them like this. So soon I'm going to be taking my attention to the swing arm. I'm not sure whether I should paint the swing arm black as well, or keep it as it is. What do you guys think? I think for the color scheme that I want to go for, I will probably end up painting it black as well. There's going to be a lot of black on this bike. Not your typical NC30 colors. So this is our frame, and it's looking good. Now that the frame is there now, this is the stage I like to be at, because you can actually start putting parts on. We can put the rear mud guard. Well, I can put that on. We can start putting certain brackets and so on, hangers and all these sort of things. Obviously the engine can go in once it's ready to go, and then we sort of start getting the bike assembled. So yeah, happy days. This is the subframe that I'm going to be using, and just putting it next to the bike, I just think it needs to be painted. So this is one of the next projects to take apart. This subframe is in this swing arm is in really good condition. All it needs is a good clean. I'll take the chain guard off, clean it all up. I'll take the hub assembly off. Obviously I'm going to get new brake discs and so on. All these other parts here will get painted black, and I'll just sort of paint this part here black. Yeah, so that's one of the next jobs to do. Got a couple of more parts out of the ultrasonic. So I've done all the jets, cleaned the jets out. I'm going to check them all to see if they're clean. Now I can see a little bit of light through this one. Nothing through this one, so this looks like it's clogged. This one looks quite clear. And
and this one looks clogged up. So these, I'll just do these up manually. I'll clean them up like I do in the past. Some of these will come out really good on the back. I need to clean up some of these in the insides, and then I'll throw them back in again. Some of these parts here had quite a lot of rust on them, where you can see quite a lot's come off. I'll soak these in the rust remover and give them a wire brush, and then I'll put them back in again. All the float bulbs are quite clean, to be honest. On the plastic, we've got a little bit of surface rust, sort of just discoloration, but again, I can clean these up with the parts cleaner. Couple of springs in there. This is the other rusty slider, so this I need to do on the table with the wire brush and clean it up, and then I'll put it back in. It should turn out fine. These came out really good as well. Filters, again, I'm going to put all this stuff in for a second go, but I'm just going to do a little manual cleanup of some of them, and then I'm going to put them back in. So what I did with these is I put some air through them, and I'm not sure if you can see now. You probably can see through them now. So I've done them all four. They're all clean. Hard to see here, but not sure if you can see this one. But yeah, they are all clean all the way through. Again, I don't think it's, probably can't see it on the camera, but what you can see is me putting some cleaner through, and so these ones have 4 holes in the emulsion tubes. If I block the other end, we should get it spraying out on both sides. As you can see, and that's all 4 holes clean. This one's got 5 holes on it. All 5. All 5. And this one is 4. All clean. So these jets are nice and clean, ready to go back in the carbs. So this is what some of the parts have been looking like. These are some of the parts that I have thoroughly cleaned up. I polished all these. Same thing with these. They're all just been cleaned up and ready to go back onto the carb. So as I'm cleaning all the parts and I'm 100% with them, they'll go in here, all the small parts. I'm just going through them all. And yeah, I reckon soon we'll be able to start rebuilding this. There's 1 or 2 parts that I'm gonna have to order that were broken, so I need to go through that, try and see if I can source those small parts, and then these carbs will probably be ready soon to go back together.
So guys, that is it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one and the progress. Let me know what you think of the progress so far. Hopefully on the next video, hopefully, because I should be getting the shims probably in the next 2 or 3 days. Hopefully I can get those shims in. We can crank this engine. The engine is pretty much ready now to be cranked. Let's do some compression tests on it. Then we can get the valve covers on. Once the valve covers are on, we can throw this back into the frame and we can start rebuilding this bike. So guys, until the next video, I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.